Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and today we're going to be going over the non-liquidating and liquidating Sears and Kmart stores as of Saturday, March 2nd, 2024. So with the abrupt closure of the Sears full-line department store at the Gardens Mall in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, which it closed at the end of February of 2024, we are now down to 11 Sears stores and 6 Kmart stores. Combine both numbers together and you get approximately 17 non-liquidating Sears and Kmart stores. So Kmart Continental Mainland, United States, we have the Kmart store at the Bridgehampton Common Shopping Center in Bridgehampton, New York, the Kmart store at the Kendall Lakes Plaza Shopping Center in Kendall Lakes, Miami, Florida. Kmart off mainland continental United States, we have the Kmart store in Tuolumne, Guam, the Kmart store at the Sunny Isle Shopping Center in St. Croix, United States, Virgin Islands, the Kmart store at the Tutu Park Mall in St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands, the Kmart store at the Lockhart Garden Shopping Center in St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands, and then we get to Sears. We have the Sears store at the Burbank Town Center in Burbank, California, the Sears store at the Sun Valley Shopping Center in Concord, California, the Sears store at the Webster Town Mall in Stockton, California, the Sears store at the Whitwood Town Center in Whittier, California, and there are now only 2 Sears stores left in Florida. So we have the Sears store freestanding in Coral Gables, Miami, Florida, and now the Sears store at the Florida Mall in Orlando, Florida, is now the very last Sears store within the state of Florida to be connected to a mall. And then we also have the Sears store at the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts, the Sears store at the Cielo Vista Mall in El Paso, Texas, the Sears store at the Westfield South Center in Tuckaloosa, Washington State, and the Sears store at the Valley Mall in Union Gap, Washington. And then Sears off mainland continental United States, we have the Sears store at Plaza Las Americas Mall in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And then the store, there is a store that is actually closing today. It is in my home state of New Jersey. It's the Sears store at the Newport Center Mall in Jersey City, New Jersey. And then the other closing that happened, and it happened on Thursday, was the Sears store at the Gardens Mall in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. So now we'll go through the map of the non-liquidating and liquidating Sears and Kmart stores. So we have the Kmart store in Tuolumne, Guam, which is just north of the Antonio B. Juan International Airport. This Kmart store has a pharmacy and also a Little Caesars pizza inside the Kmart discount department store. However, the Kmart pharmacy is not a Kmart pharmacy anymore, so very rare in that instance. So let's keep moving along here. The next store that we're going to hit, it's on the northwest coast of the Pacific Northwest of the United States, and we have the Sears store at the Westfield South Center Mall in Tuckaloosa, Washington State, the last Sears store connected to a multi-level mall. And yeah, again, it's the Sears store at the Westfield South Center in Tuckaloosa, Washington State. The other Sears store that did reopen, and I don't know why, it was probably due to a leasing agreement. It's the Sears store at the Valley Mall in Union Gap, Washington. The store did reopen last year, so yeah, I don't know why they reopened it. But again, it's the Sears store at the Valley Mall in Union Gap, Washington. And then we get down to the coast of California. We have the 2 Sears stores in the Greater Bay Area. We have the Sears store at the Sun Valley Shopping Center in Concord, California. And then the other Sears store in the Greater Bay Area, just a little bit east, we have the Sears store at the Webster Town Mall in Stockton, California. And again, those are the 2 Sears stores in the Greater Bay Area of California. Then we get to the Greater Los Angeles area, right down the Pacific Northwest. And the next Sears store that we're going to hit, it's the Sears store at the Burbank Town Center in Burbank, California. So that one's pretty significant too. Reopened October of 2023. Again, the Raymond Marquez move, I just don't know if it's going to work. And the only other Sears that's left in the Greater Los Angeles area, it's the Sears store at the Whitwood Town Center in Whittier, California. All right, and we just have to keep moving along here. The next Sears store that we're going to hit, it's the Sears store at the Cielo Vista Mall, just south of the El Paso International Airport in El Paso, Texas. This is the very last Sears store within the state of Texas, and the Kmart being the last one in Guam, respectively. And again, it's the Sears store at Cielo Vista Mall in El Paso, Texas. Okay, and then we get to the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. So we have the Kmart store at the, I think this is at the Sunny Isle Shopping Center in St. Croix, United States Virgin Islands. This is one of a few Kmarts left that does have a Little Caesars pizza inside the Kmart discount department store, so pretty rare at that. And the last Kmart on St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, as the other one did close in 2023. And then the other Kmarts, it's two Kmarts within a very close distance of each other. First, we'll start out with the last multi-level Kmart left in the entire Kmart fleet, and that is the Kmart store at the Lockhart Garden Shopping Center in St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands. Then we get to a little bit east, and we have a Kmart, and there's actually a Walmart for future development, so that's definitely going to spell signs for a store closing down the road. It's the Kmart store in St. Thomas, United States Virgin Islands. This Kmart has probably the very last Kmart pharmacy, and as well as a Little Caesars pizza inside the Kmart discount department store. And again, it's the Kmart store at the Tutu Park Mall in St. Thomas, United States Virgin Islands. So, okay, and we'll keep moving along here because we just have to keep moving along. We have the next store, and it's the Sears store at the Plaza Las Americas Mall in San Juan, Puerto Rico, the last Sears store within the United States territory of Puerto Rico. Okay, and we have to keep moving along here. The next Sears store that we're going to hit, it's the Sears store, the Kmart store, which is in a very small little space. It's the Kmart store at the Kendall Lakes Plaza Shopping Center in Kendall Lakes, Miami, Florida, reduced to the old Garden Center space, redone in March of 2023. Rest of the building became an at-home home goods store, and Kmart does have to stay there due to a lease agreement that they cannot get out of. Thanks, Eddie. And then the next Sears store that we're going to hit, it's the Sears store in Coral Gables, Miami, Florida, the last freestanding Sears store in the state of Florida. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, it's the Sears store in Coral Gables, Miami, Florida. Obviously, Palm Beach Gardens is closed, so the next Sears store that we're going to hit, it's the Sears store at the Florida Mall in Orlando, Florida. This has Universal, Disney, SeaWorld, and all that other stuff. And now this is the last Sears store within the state of Florida to be connected to a mall, given the very abrupt closure of the Gardens Mall in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And then obviously New Jersey is closing either today or tomorrow, so we only have a few stores that remain left. Oh, it looks like they finally updated the map. Well, guess what? I guess they're going to have to update the map again after this video. So we have two more locations to visit left. We have the Kmart store at the Bridgehampton Commons Shopping Center in Bridgehampton, New York. This was known as the Martha Stewart Kmart, and why was this known as the Martha Stewart Kmart was because Martha Stewart would do exclusive signings at this particular Kmart discount department store, and she would basically sign merchandise, and yeah, that is pretty much it. It's the last Kmart, too, within the state of New York, just like the Kmart at Kendall Lakes is the last Kmart store within the state of Florida. And then we get to our final location. We have the Sears store at the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts. This is the very last Sears store within the state of Massachusetts, the very last Sears store in the New England region of the United States, and the last Sears store within the state of Massachusetts and the last Transform Co. property. Again, it's the Sears store at the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts. Alright, so guys, that is every non-liquidating and liquidating Sears and Kmart store as of Saturday, March 2nd, 2024. I want to sincerely thank you guys for watching this video. Link to both the list and the map created by Denning Dying Retail will be located in the video description below. And that will be it.